Have you ever heard whispers about the Ouija board? Or perhaps even dared to play it? This seemingly innocent game often raises a chiming question. Is it merely a game? Or gateway to realms we are not meant to explore? Tonight I share a story told to me first-hand by my friend and protagonist of this story, Lucas. We go way back in time when Lucas was a young boy, known in his town for his intelligence and skeptical mind. He was always ready for an adventure. His best friend was our second protagonist, Emma. She was a curious and brave soul, always kept an eye for the mysteries of unknown. Even as a child, she was exploring abandoned houses and sharing ghost stories. You know the old saying, curiosity killed a cat? Well, it's the same here. Emma had an aunt who was supposedly a clairvoyant, could communicate with the dead, and was involved in the occult. Emma admired her and was always inquisitive and curious. But her aunt never talked about these things. Once, she got angry at Emma for touching her crystals. Emma knew that her aunt had the Ouija board, and she and Lucas really wanted to try it out. They were eagerly waiting to play it. Emma asked her aunt to lend her Ouija board several times, but she refused. However, Emma was cunning. They knew where the board was kept. That day, she went to the aunt's apartment with sole purpose to steal the board. While her aunt was cooking, Emma took the board from her room, said goodbye, slipped through the door. And a smile on her face and the Ouija board in her bag, she hurriedly rode her bike to the Lucas house. After telling Lucas what she had done, they excitedly went to the Lucas' secret room in the attic. Then they prepared the room with all the necessary rituals they had read in the books. They turned off the lights, leaving only the flickering candlelight in the room. They sat on the floor, opposite to each other, and the board between them. Emma whispered,
"Is anyone there with us?"
Blanchett began to move slowly, eerily towards yes, their eyes widening in a mix of fear and excitement. Lucas quietly asked, "What is your name?" Blanchett glides across the board as it has life on its own, spelling out A-L-I. Ali. Emma quickly scribbles down the name, her hands shaking. Lucas watches, his skepticism battling with the unnerving reality unfolding before him. Emma hesitantly asks,
"Where are you from?"
The room grows noticeably colder as they await a response. Malaysia appears letter by letter. Emma and Lucas share a look of mixed and gratitude. The weight of the presence in the room is palpable. Lucas' logical mind races to find explanations, what Emma's heart pounding with the mix of fear and fascination. You know the old saying, curiosity killed a cat? Well, it's the same here. If I was in this situation as a child, there's no chance I would continue. I remember when I was a kid playing Silent Hill on PlayStation 1. I was so afraid of that game, especially with sounds. I would turn off the music from that game and turn on the radio with heavy music. Do you have any scary memories from your childhood? Share them down in the comments. Emma's eyes were locked on the board, and she asked,
"Can you give us sign of presence?"
As Emma speaks, a candle flickers and then ends abruptly. A soft, irregular tapping starts at the window, echoing like a cryptic call from a night's abyss. Lucas, leaning forward, says, "You had a message for us." The Blanchett springs to life, swiftly gliding to yes. The message takes form. It spells out, "Beware of the dark," while Lucas, pale in the face, struggles to cloak his fear with reason. Emma's voice tinged with a blend of fear and resolve.
"Can you show us your power?"
Her words lingered in the air. A sharp chill sliced through the room, the temperature dropping suddenly. Then, with a startling urgency, the Blanchett whirled across the board, spelling, "I got you," in a smooth, sinister sweep. It shot through goodbye as the candles flickered one after another. Darkness came. Emma's skin prickled with the primordial fear, while Lucas felt the ghost of whispers brush his ear. Emma glanced at the clock. It was 6:09 in the morning, with a realization that 10 hours they slept like God. At this point, it was already too late for these children. The doors were already wide open, and the entity crossed them, and this night would follow them for their entire lives, with serious consequences. And in the weeks following this encounter, Emma found herself caught in the endless cycle of nightmares. Each night she was haunted by this being in her dreams, not allowing her to sleep. She was constantly afraid, anxious, paranoid. She had hallucinations of entities and demons. The lack of sleep drove her crazy. A constant state of anxiety and fear took hold of her. An unshakable shadow was following her all the time. In desperation, her parents sought help from psychiatrists and doctors. Emma's encounter with the unknown became too overwhelming. Despite the best efforts of medical professionals, she was unable to find a way to herself. Her journey ended tragically in a psychiatric hospital, and she took her own life. On the other hand, Lucas turned to faith as solace. The experience had shaken Lucas' skepticism, leading him down to a spiritual path. He found a refuge in the rituals of prayer